What's up, YouTube? The old Bayside geocacher, Brian Katona, back with another adventure with StickSport GIrl. Today we're going to be doing some caching in the Downingtown area, and we are going to be doing the abandoned railways and trolley lines of Downingtown adventure cache. Kind of interesting. There's a lot of abandoned railroads and railways in this part of the country that they turn into multi-use trails for hiking, biking, running, etc. So out for a bit of adventure. We hope you enjoy the scenery and hope you enjoy our caching adventure. If you do, give us a thumbs up. Always consider subscribing down below. And you do know Mr. BA is up on Instagram. You do see the holiday festivity in the background on my introduction here. But before we get to today's caching adventure, a word from our sponsor, CK Productions, LLC.
This episode is brought to you by Corey Katona and CK Productions for all your audio and voiceover needs. Visit www.coreykatona.com for more information. That's www.coreykatona.com.
Welcome back. Today we are going to be doing the Abandoned Railways of Downingtown Adventure Lab cache. So we are starting today on our first stop here at the Westchester Downingtown Trolley. So this path that we're going to be walking on was part of this trolley. There were stations originally at Sugars Bridge and Harmony Hill, and then it would continue to Downingtown. That's not currently here. These stops aren't here anymore. But they were here. So we are about 400 meters away right now. We're going to take a little walk down the path, which is the east branch of the Brandywine Trail, and we'll come back when we get a little closer. We had a little bit of a dilemma trying to figure out how to exactly answer the question that it was asking, but it was asking what's on either side of me on the east and the west.
At this trail marker,
at
yes.
This trail marker. And to the east, you can see that there's a rock. And then
we thought it was a cliff, but there's dashes in the hint, so it was 4 letters, not 5. Right. So cliff wouldn't have fit.
Cliff wouldn't have fit. And then to the west is a fence, which was 5 letters, and they had 5 markers there, so we figured that was the correct answer. So we have got our first couple of letters here, so we will continue on to our next. Welcome back. We are at our next stop, which is the Philadelphia and Thorndale branch. Let's see. So behind me is the Trestle Bridge. That was part of this line that is no longer running, though there is a line that runs in this area. They've just moved it from this bridge behind me and this trail behind me. Let's see. Oh, it says the county plans to incorporate this rail bed as an extension of the Chester Valley Trail and connect it to the Struble Trail, which is another big trail around
Which is
here.
Not that far, it's just on the other side of Downingtown.
Yeah,
That'll
and then the East Brandywine Trail, which we were just on. So they're looking, I guess, to kind of link these all together, which would be good. It's a very popular thing in this area to renovate these old rail trails and have them be walking trails and running trails, and people really, really like them, especially now in the pandemic when we all want to get outside. So the question here is name of trail to the east at this marker. I'm guessing it says it's the top of the marker, so I'm guessing it's ALT. I don't know. ALT. All right. Very good. So we've got our next letter. So we will come back when we are at our next. Welcome back. We are now at the new Holland Branch Prr. So the Struble Trail began life as the East Brandywine Railroad, and then became the new Holland Branch Prr, with stations all along where the trail is. Dallin Forge was previously known as Mary Ann Forge, and the forges were part of the steel industry back, and one of 37 in southeastern Pennsylvania. And because of the railroad stop, the community around here became known as Dallin Forge. So we're about 500 meters away right now from our next clue and hint. So we'll come back when we get a little closer. At the ruins, which were once part of the forge that was here in Dowling Forge. So the Sherwood Trail has a lot of these little ruins along it, so it's cool that we can get some for the video today. And for this question, it's the full name on the bench. So we'll write this in. Thomas J. Shutt.
There's another.
It's on the left bench, so to me that's but Thomas J. Oh, I put an extra letter in. That'll do it. If I put too many letters in, that's gonna do it. There we go. All right. Got it entered in correctly. Got the next letter. So it's nice because right in front of me there's a nice little river, some rock formations. Pretty typical here in southern Chester County.
Yep, this is one of the branches of the Brandywine. You could see the flowing creek. You could see the formation of rocks. I don't know what this is, from glacier or whatever it happens to be, but yeah, they're very typical of this whole area.
All right, so we will come back when we are at our next stop. Back. We are at the Pickering Valley Railroad stop on this adventure lab. This particular line carried dairy and other agricultural commodities, and also iron ore from the Phoenixville region, which is just a little bit north of here. This is the Anselm Mill, was one of the stations along this branch, and it's still part of the Pickering Valley branch today. So we are 64 meters away from our little stop here, so we'll get a little bit closer, and then hopefully we'll be able to get the hint and come back to you with that. All right, everyone, welcome back. So we've gotten closer now, and the question here is name of the trail that used to be the railroad. So I'm guessing it was Turtle Trail. So let's put that in. All right, we got our next letter. So we may take a little look around, but then we'll come back when we're at our.
Yep, let's go up here just so you guys could see the old trolley trail or railroad trail that they turned into the hiking and biking trail. Because you can see the culvert, for lack of a better word, and how they got this stuff all carved out.
Oh yeah, you can see how it was very clearly a rail trail.
So you can see that way, and now I'm going to turn around and you can see the old the culvert in terms of how they hollowed this particular area out to put the tracks, etc. in. There's a lot of these in this area.
Cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
very cool.
Very cool. So we'll come back when we're at our last stop. All right, everyone, welcome back. So we are at our last stop on our Adventure Lab tour of the abandoned railways of Downingtown, and we are at the Chester Valley Railroad, which we have both been on a bunch of times, the rail trail here. It goes pretty far. It goes from here all the way to Valley Forge pretty much, so it's a pretty long trail. Let's see, here is the Exton Hotel, or what was the Exton Hotel, and this was a stop on the rail trail. And the hint here is circa when the steam engine pictured rode the Chester Valley Railroad. So I believe it's 1900, so I'll put that in. And that's that. So we've got our check mark. So we have completed this. It's given us the different letters, so we'll have to plug them in to get the
bonus cash.
So we'll come back when we are closer to that. We are now at the bonus cache for the Adventure Lab of the Abandoned Railroads of Downingtown. We're looking for a regular sized container.
Also, we are literally just down the path from the Exton Hotel where we found the last part of the Adventure Lab.
Yes, so that was nice. It was nice and easy to just kind of continue on the trail. We're looking for a regular sized container. The hint is, are you sure you want to log this one? And we're pretty much right on top of it, so we're going to take a little look around and see what we can find here. Maybe that.
Okay, so look underneath there. You see the if that comes loose.
No, that doesn't.
Okay. Okay. Try the front side of that log. Got it? Okay. I kind of thought, oh.
Oh, okay.
Ah, I like that.
Yes. Clever little container there. So, as you can see, it unscrews. Oh, of course, I thought it was a regular, so I thought I didn't need a pen, but that's all right. I'll take a picture with it, and hopefully that'll be okay.
That'll be good. That'll be fine.
So yeah. So we have now completed the abandoned railroads of Downingtown Adventure Lab. So we'll see you on our next video.